ranking the best wide receivers in Madden 25. And boys, we're back here with another tier list update. Today, we're going to be taking a look at wide receiver. Before we get into today's video, I do want to talk about our sponsor real quick, MMOEXP.com. If you guys want an alternative to buying packs, consider buying coins at MMOEXP and make sure to use code DILL at checkout for 5% off your order. Now, right before we do go ahead and get into the new cards right here, I want to take a look at the old tier list, and man, a lot has changed. Now, there's going to be a ton of cards that drop a ton. For instance, Chad Johnson, right? Like, the reason why he was so good and why he was in this S tier, he was one of the rare receivers in the game that hit that spin move threshold where they got ridiculous spin move animations, but that move got patched, so it really hurt receivers like Chad Johnson, even Brandon Ayuk as well in this A tier. And actually, it did make some receivers better, like for instance Mike Evans. I think if we didn't incorporate the spin move, Mike Evans is on this A tier level right here. Now, how this tier list changes for me though is I'm dropping almost everyone down 2 tiers today. I think receiver is absolutely loaded. There's gonna be a ton of people that drop down today, and I'm not necessarily, even the C tier guys, I'm not necessarily saying these cards are bad, but now we have S tier right here, and this is what I think changes. I think Chad's more B, Hines, Rome, Randy, DJ, and Maserati Marv was someone that I kind of struggle with a ton. I think on a Cardinals theme team right now, I'd still keep him S tier. I think if we just went on the base card though, given the receivers we have today, I think he's more A now. And this, like, again, he is like my wide receiver, like 5, like around that range right now. And also me personally as well. I think a lot of these cards, differences in how we play with them, differences in how we use them, you might be completely still very high on Maserati Marv, which I understand why. And again, this is a preference thing as well. I actually like the shorter receivers right now. Usually I'm all aboard like the Calvin Johnsons, the Randy Mosses, but now I like the receivers like Tyreek Hill. I like the smaller players. I feel like they just don't get ran into. And yeah, Maserati Marv does get the double me. He does get the wide receiver apprentice X factor. I think those are the arguments for him being S tier. And again, love this card still. I think S tier will make sense by the end of the video. And now we're actually starting off right here with Mutt Leaks yet again. So we talked about this in the running back video with Eric Dickerson, but we know Wes Welker's coming out. The thing about Wes Welker is slot arc can get slot apprentice. That is like the #1 thing that's game changing about this card. I didn't realize how much I use this route. He can get a zig route. Like, he can get that hot routed. That makes so many formations so much better. It even makes the meta like bunch strong, bunch, like it makes those formations better too. And I think Wes Welker, man, I think he has to be in this S tier. Him getting slot apprentice, S tier. Now after that we get Josh Reynolds, and Josh Reynolds 80 speed, 81 acceleration. He's 6'3", but again, the physical stats and also the route running just really isn't great either. But for me, the main thing is Josh Reynolds, just from a physical stat standpoint, just isn't good enough. Gonna play some F. We also have Quentin Johnston right here with 83 speed, 84 excel. He is 6'4", so has some good height, 78 short, 80 medium, 78 deep. Again, man, he's like, maybe could see him D, but I don't think he's good enough to make the list. I'm going to place him F. After that, though, we get Simi Fehoko right here. And this card is 6'3" with 85 speed, 84 excel. And now the route runnings are worse than QJ, but he's 2 speed points faster and he's 6'3". I think this card, again, it's not like he's giving you much route running, but he's tall, he's fast. I think he's decent because of that. For me, I'm going to go ahead and place this card in the D tier. And Ray McLeod is 5'9", 81 speed, 82 excel. Has 80s across the board for route running, but again, I just feel like he's lacking the physical stats and doesn't really make up for it elsewhere. For me, this card's gonna be F. Now after that though, we get Khalif Raymond, and Khalif Raymond has 85 speed, 84 excel, has 81 short route running, 82 medium, 85 deep route running. And Khalif Raymond, for me, I think this is actually a really solid budget option right here. I would be willing to place him in the C tier. I think he's a very solid card, like a tier below like Chad and them. Yeah, I think Khalif Raymond is very solid. I'm gonna make one change too. I'm gonna bump Steve Smith up into B. 86 speed and hits an 85 tier for a route running. I think he's slightly better than Khalif Raymond, so yeah, I like that a little bit more. And then right after that, we get Drake London. That does start off in an 82, and we can't get him up this high yet, but he could be potentially an 88 overall. And Drake London, 87 speed, 89 acceleration. He is 6'4", and this time 88 short running, 83 medium, 89 deep, and even has a good juke move, 85. But this is a card that can also get like real abilities, and what I mean by that is it's the tier or player specific bucket, tier 2 bucket, matchup nightmare, mid and elite, outside apprentice. I don't think outside apprentice is that good. I don't really think the routes are really great. Like, I think you have all the routes you need for your outside player, but this really comes down to your thoughts on matchup nightmare and mid and elite. I think it's kind of tough to fit that in when we have like running back apprentice, slot apprentice. I understand why you would like this Drake London card. And this is a card for me that's kind of similar to Maserati Marv, where it's like, I can definitely understand why you would have them S tier. For me, he's A tier because it's just like, it's tough to fit in the matchup nightmare, the mid and elite. Like if matchup nightmare was 1 AP, but I'm right here. You know, like again, I just feel like the slot apprentice of Wes Welker is like that next level good, that next level value. And now after that though, we get Brian Thomas Jr. And Brian Thomas Jr., I love this card, man. He is 6'3", 86 speed, 86 acceleration, has 80 short arm running, 80 medium, 80 deep. So it's 80s across the board, tall player, 86 speed. I think this is one of my favorite budget cards in the game still. I would place him like top into this B tier. Love this Brian Thomas card. And we also get the MCS Garrett Wilson right here. That is 86 speed, 86 acceleration, 6 foot height. And this time 80 short running, 78 medium, 80 deep. Doesn't hit the medium, doesn't hit 80 for medium route running. But overall, yet again, I think Garrett Wilson is a very solid receiver. And if you got him for free, he's not a bad receiver in the game, man. I would be willing to say Garrett Wilson again in this B tier for me. I would place him more like lower end B, but I still think he's deserving of being here. We also get Deontay Johnson that has 82 speed, 85 excel, 84 short running, 84 medium, 83 deep, and he is 5'10". What I'll say about Deontay Johnson is if you have a strat card that could boost like short and medium route running, I would be willing to place him in the D tier. But without that, I'm placing him F. Like his route runnings almost make up for it, and he could potentially be D, but threshold wise, you need to hit 85. We also get 84 Chris Godwin right here that has 85 speed, 86 excel, has 82 short running, 81 medium, 79 deep, and he is 6'1". With the current team of the week boost, this card is actually like really good. Like he's 87 speed, 88 excel. But I mean, the route runnings aren't really that bad. Like I think Chris Godwin is solid. I think he's like a tier better than Simi Fahoku. And yeah, I'm gonna place him in the C tier. He's okay. We also get 84 Puka right here. That is 6'1", 85 speed, 86 excel, has 85s across the board for route running. That right there is the threshold on all Madden, which is the champs and also gauntlet game mode, and ranked of course as well. Doesn't hit the thresholds on regular head to head. And also he can get all 32 team chems, I believe, as well. So he should be 86 speed on almost any single team. It's relatively easy to get a theme team. I would place Puka in this B tier as well. I think he's again just a really solid receiver in the game, man. I like Puka. And then we get Jaden Reed as well, and Jaden Reed is 5'11", 85 speed, 87 excel, has 84 short, 83 medium, 83 deep. I like Puka more because he hits 85s, which again thresholds for all Madden. And Jaden Reed I think is just tier worse than Puka. He's not a bad receiver in the game. I would just place him in this C tier yet again. And then after that we get Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy is 6'1", 86 speed, 89 excel, has 85s across the board for route running. Hits the thresholds like we talked about, and has good speed, good excel. I may be overrating this card, but Jerry Jeudy is on my team. I personally think he is the best receiver that I have used. Yes, he is the best receiver I use, and I'm not going to place him S tier. I'm going to place Jerry Jeudy in this A tier though. Him being on the same level as Maserati Marv, again, like I think he is the best, either the best card in B or in A tier. I am willing to put this card in A tier. He has been one of my favorite cards all year long. He's been an absolute baller for me. Love this Jerry Jeudy card. I think he's better than everyone in B. And after that we get Jalen Tolbert as well. And Jalen Tolbert, 86 speed, 86 acceleration. He is 6'1", 83 speed, 83 short running, 84 medium, 87 deep route running. And I actually have pretty similar thoughts to Jalen Tolbert and what's called Jerry Jeudy. I just wish Jalen Tolbert would have hit 85 for short and medium route running. Like if he did that, he would have been right by Jerry Jeudy for me, but doesn't. And for that reason, I'm placing him like top in a B again. My favorite two cards in B, Brian Thomas, Jalen Tolbert. All right, now after that, we get Tristan Jackson. And Tristan Jackson, 86 speed, 87 excel. He is 6'1", 85 short, 84 medium, 83 deep. And without the team of the week boost, this card literally looks identical to Jalen Tolbert in my opinion, right? It's just you flip short and deep route running. And for that reason, I actually like Jalen Tolbert more than Tristan Jackson, but this card is going to be right by Jalen Tolbert. Is going to be in the B tier for me. We also get Malik Neighbors, and Malik Neighbors is 6 foot, 87 speed, 86 acceleration, 85 short running, 81 medium, 87 deep. I think what keeps this card out of S tier potentially is not hitting that 85 medium route running. And I mean, I guess he's not the fastest anymore, but this again is a great receiver in the game. Love Malik Neighbors. He is going to be in this A tier for me. And now right after that, we get Keon Coleman, and Keon Coleman is 6'3", 86 speed, 85 acceleration, has 85 for short, medium, and deep route running. Again, threshold wise, looks amazing. And Keon Coleman, honestly, like when we compare him to receivers, he's basically just tall Jerry Jeudy, which in years past, I'm like, oh yeah, Keon Coleman over Jerry Jeudy. But this year in particular, I like Jerry Jeudy more than him. I'm still going to place him in the A tier. Yeah, I like Jerry Jeudy over Keon Coleman. We also get Amon-Ra as well, and Amon-Ra is 87 speed, 86 excel, 6 foot height, 85s across the board for route running. And again, I think Amon-Ra is a great receiver in the game. He is going to be someone that is also in the A tier for me. I kind of want to move up Maserati Marv and Drake London. We may do that here soon. After that, we get Velus Jones Jr. I wish his card was a running back. I believe I saw the Bears use him at running back in the preseason. I may be wrong on that. Maybe I'm tripping, but Velus Jones, 87 speed, 88 acceleration, 6 foot, 85 short running, 86 deep as well. And yeah, I like that. Doesn't hit the medium, but I think Velus Jones is deserving of this A tier. And you know what? We're going to bump up Maserati Marv and Drake London. So yeah, I think, you know, for the people that were freaking out about Maserati Marv, it's back in S. Everyone calm down. We also get Reggie Wayne right here, and Reggie Wayne, 86 speed, 88 acceleration, has 85 for short and medium route running, doesn't hit it for deep. And that's like man, Reggie Wayne is kind of tough. I could see Reggie Wayne B or A. I mean, he hits 2 of the route running thresholds on all Madden with 86 speed. Man, this is tough. This is tough. It's like B plus or A. I think he's just more on the B level, man. Like I honestly would run Jalen Tolbert over him. And then after that, we get Tyreek Hill. This is one of the first times where we will have to cover both AKA cards. Like usually I can just cover one and it's like the exact same ranking, but these 2 cards, they rank in the same spot for me, but there is a difference. So the 87 right here, you could potentially get this card for free from solo challenges if you do all your AKA solos. You exchange the tokens in the set and you could get a B and D 87 Tyreek Hill. And this card is 5'10". I like the shorter players right now, smaller player models, and 88 speed, 88 excel, 85s across the board for route running is really nice. And also when we take a look at like X factors or abilities, he can get the rack 'em up, which actually does a good job versus press man at times, and spin cycle can make some highlight plays as well. Now, the other Tyreek Hill though is an 88, and instantly you're like, oh, 90 speed, this one's better. However, there is one thing about the 87 that I want to talk about, and that is this one doesn't hit the medium route running threshold on all Madden. I know he hits 90 deep and 88 short. 87 does have one thing over this card. And again, same X factors. I think they are both S tier caliber players. And I just want to talk a little bit about the 87 having a little something, okay? Yeah, I mean, obviously, like with the 90s, is a route running threshold more important than 2 speed? I would say no, but this card is still amazing in the game, and I still think he is deserving of S, and I would say Reek behind Wes Welker because of that slot apprentice. We also get Roma Dunze as well, and Roma Dunze, 88 speed, 89 excel. He is 6'3", 85s across the board for route running, and he doesn't get abilities or anything. Rome for me is going to be someone that also is in the S tier as well. I think he's a top end receiver in the game. We also get Xavier Worthy, and Xavier Worthy is basically Tyreek Hill times 2. He's 1 speed point slower than the 90 Tyreek Hill, but 5'11", 89 speed, 89 excel. This time does hit 85s across the board for route running. I mean, yeah, I think the 3 best receivers in the game, in my opinion, okay? It is Wes Welker, Tyreek Hill, and Xavier Worthy. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think these 3 are the best right here. Again, love the shorter players. And we also have 3 tall guys too. So you know what? I actually kind of like how that worked out in the S tier. Now we also get Tyreek McAllister as well. And Tyreek McAllister is 5'9", but has 87 speed, 88 excel, 84 short route running, but has 85 medium and 85 deep as well. So yeah, Tyreek McAllister is kind of like a little bit worse like Tyreek Hill in them. He is a small player model as well. This is going to be a card that is in the A tier for me. And now ending it off right here, we got Stephon Diggs from the Field Pass. And this card can get up to an 88 right now, but we're going to rank him based on the 89. And this Stephon Diggs has 87 speed, 90 acceleration, and again, hits 85s across the board for route running. And a cool thing about this card is the fact that he gets tier 2 buckets where could potentially get the slot apprentice. So this is what I'm thinking right now, okay? So right now, Stephon Diggs cannot get this bucket right here, but once he can, I mean, getting slot apprentice, kind of crazy, right? I would say Stephon Diggs, given he's an 88 overall right now, is more A tier. Once he's an 89 and gets slot apprentice though, he's literally right here. So yeah, current Stephon Diggs, A. Once we get him to an 89, S. So yep, and that's how big of a difference I think slot apprentice makes. But yeah, boys, this has been my thoughts on the wide receiver position in Madden 25 Ultimate Team. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below in the comments. Let me know what you agree with, what you disagree with. Who do you think should go up? Who do you think should come down? Now, if you guys did enjoy this video, though, you enjoy content like this, want to stay updated with everything that's the best here in Madden 25, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Now, if you guys do want to go ahead and see me use some of these cards live on stream, been streaming here on both YouTube and Twitch to watch on the YouTube. Make sure to hit that noti bell as well. You'll be notified every time I upload or go live here. Or if you guys want to watch on the Twitch, check the links in the description, hit that Twitch with a follow. But if you guys do want another video to watch, check out this one right here.